Hi everyone. So today we are going to continue on, with the Hero Arts May 2026 My Monthly Hero and My Monthly Superhero tutorials. In the first video I did a whole unboxing, talked about everything in the different kits, what comes in the monthly hero, what's in the superhero, and today we're just going to do the card that you saw in the intro, right? So hopefully it comes together the way I'm envisioning right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will have the link for the initial video so you can see everything if you haven't seen that one, or to see how to make this shaker. That'll all be in there. I'll have that in the description box. And I will say that Hero Arts did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And then the links I will have there for the products will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those. If you are new to the Hero Arts, monthly program, you can sign up now. Sometimes they sell out real quick, so I don't know if they're sold out or not at this point, because I do film these early, so you guys can see them on the first and then right afterward. And but you can sign up until the 27th of the month. And once you become a member, if you want to cancel right away, you can cancel right away. There's no obligation, like 3 months or 6 months or something like that. No, you can go ahead and cancel. I did see on their site that they have a little passport. So if you're there for 12 months, consecutively, you get a little bonus gift, kind of thing. So anyway, and if you're a current member, you do get 10 or 15% off the site, depending on which club you are a member of, right? They have the two monthly hero and my monthly superhero. Today, I'm going to focus on just using the items that are in the monthly hero, because I think on this one, these items came from the monthly superhero. So if you're a member of that, you're going to have the items to make this. But if not, let's make something that is monthly hero-ish. So I think we're going to use these sentiments. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use the the balloons. I love coloring balloons. It's fun. So I think that's what we'll do today. Oh, and there's little background things too. Okay, cool. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, this is so cute, guys. Maybe by now you've seen more examples of the gift box. I look forward to trying that out. I think I'm going to pair the gift box up, make the gift box, and then maybe just the letters like HBD, like happy birthday, with it, so in the next tutorial. But we do have the papers and all that cute stuff. So, oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to grab one of these. I have a little bit of a plan today because I've already seen the things that are in here, right? We do that in the unboxing and check everything out. So today I just want to kind of play around and jump right to it. So let me grab my card base. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have a card base here, just a white card base if you're making your own, or 8.5 by 5.5 squared at 4.25. So that is an A2 size card base. I went ahead and cut this cute little paper with the little dots, like the little peachy look. I have 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so I'm going to matte layer that there. And then, since I'm going to color this, it's going to be white paper, but I was thinking about getting this one, huh? Actually, this one matches. Yeah, not really. Okay, we'll do this one with the carrot. And I am sorry, in my initial video, I had the colors of the cardstock splayed out like this, and I said what they were because I followed along with what it says here. But these aren't correct, guys. It wasn't in the order that you get it, because I know, I was like, this has to be Dahlia, because it's like one of my favorite colors. I love Dahlia, and I know this is Dahlia, but it said blush. And then I meant to make an edit on that initial video, and I forgot to come back and do that. So yeah, so some of these aren't quite the colors I told you when I was going through, but this is definitely carrot. So that's why I was like, maybe these are just out of order at the beginning for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay, so we have this. I did grab a nesting set of dies, and these are actually Spellbinders dies, but as you know, Spellbinders has acquired Hero Arts, so they might have something similar, or you can pop over there, but I'll have the links for the different items I'm using. I didn't want to cover this up too much, so let me see, maybe that's too big. Well, no, that's fine. I mean, I can go one more size down. Hold on. Because the image is a nice size, but it's not huge on its own either. What is going on here? Get this out. It's like stuck with something. Okay. Come on. There we go. Let's go a little bit smaller. Yeah, that'll be good. Because if I use the balloons, see how the balloons aren't that big. Okay. So let's put this back. And I'm going to cut out this orange cardstock here. I'm not going to cut the white cardstock quite yet, because I'd rather stamp it and then cut it afterwards. So let me run this through and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this guy. So I'm just gonna glue these things down. Just the way you see it. Well, not the way you see it because it's crooked, but actually that would be cute too. You can kind of do this kind of thing, huh? I'm always making everything like straight. But anyway, I'm gonna glue this down, then glue that. I'm gonna glue this down and then glue that one just down in the very center, okay? And I will be right back. I think I have that stuck down pretty well. And just thinking we're going to use alcohol ink markers, so a hybrid ink or a water-based ink is what I need to stamp with. So let me grab that. And then I'll die cut that in just a moment. So I take this little guy. This is not alcohol ink marker paper. I figure I don't need to color too much or do a lot of blending, so it should be okay, but definitely if you're going to do a lot of alcohol ink blending, you're going to want something that can absorb that, right? So you're going to want alcohol ink marker paper. I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. I'm just going to stamp this real quick. These are photopolymer stamps, so if it's a little sticky or whatever, you can either stamp it a few times, clean it off with some alcohol. I don't know, there's lots of different things to get that stickiness off, but most of the time when it's a thin line like this, it stamps right away real well. And let's see here. I don't know if this is my darkest black of this water-based ink, so we'll see. I might have to stamp it a couple times. And hopefully those little areas in the center don't show up. That's actually really good. I think just a little bit more down here. But if I'm going to go for it, I might as well do the whole thing. There. Push down there. Okay, looks great. I'm just debating if I should do these guys right now too. Like some extra little bits. Okay, let me clean this off and I'll do that. Okay. I'm just gonna take some of these guys. Oh, there's 3 different ones, so that's good. And just kind of, maybe that can go there. Maybe that one's there, I don't know. I'm gonna stamp them all at the same time. Pretty good, maybe a little bit more. I think that's good. Okay, let me clean up, I'll be right back. Okay guys, take this from here. And let's do some coloring. Just grab some colors. I think with orange, blue looks nice, right? Is that a complementary color? Maybe purples, all these other colors. So I'm going to make one of my balloons, at least one of them, orange, I think. I'm trying to think. These two, maybe. Okay, so I'm just taking a dark orange. Just gonna come in here. Just a little bit, and this is just how I do my balloons. And then medium color orange, yes. And I'm gonna go around this circle here. I'm not doing too much in here because they're gonna be so close together. See how this one, so maybe I'll do this one more teal or the blue color, whatever it is I chose. And I'm just gonna go around and around. Generally I go around and around, but I'm gonna stop here. And then now I'm gonna come to the center. And that way the center is lighter than the rest of it, right? And that just makes it look a little more round. And then for the other ones, I was gonna do like a tealy kind of blue. I don't know if I need all the colors. Let me see, maybe just the dark and the light. And I'll do it the same way. So the dark was over here. So medium color here. I'm gonna go around and around a few times. And then finally go into that center. And I'll do this one exactly the same way. Oh, I always forget the little bottom part. So generally I go in there with my darker color. Where did I put it? Here it is. And it's kind of small, so I'll just do the nib. Just color that in. I'm not gonna take the time to like make it look darker or lighter or whatever. It's very small. And I'll make another teal one here. And then we have these little strips here. I'm just gonna color them any old colors. I just grabbed a bunch of different colors. So fine tip here. And I'll come in. This is a little bit bigger, so maybe I didn't grab another of this purple. I just got the one. But maybe what I'll do is a little bit closer so maybe you can see the detail if there is detail. Just kind of make it a little bit darker here, just by going over it again. Maybe there. Or just to give it a little something different. And these guys too, I'll just color them in with whatever old colors, and I will be right back. I remember the last thing I was gonna do is just take a little white gel pen and kind of pop in a little glossiness there, right? Okay, I'm gonna clean up, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so then I'll take this and you can put that wherever. I mean, cut it off so it looks a little more organic, or just leave it all in the frame. I think I'll have my sentiment like over here, a little offset to be fun. I will say I'm sticking to what's in the monthly hero, but the super one does have this little tie, and that'd be really cute to kind of stamp it there. But I'm not gonna do that because I said I was gonna stick to this. So this is what that would look like, right? A representation of what's actually in your monthly hero kit. All right. I will be right back. All right, so I have this little cutie. Yeah, right there. And I mean, you could just stamp the happy birthday, right? Why did I put that away? I don't know. Right on there. And maybe I will. I wasn't going to. I was going to cut it out, but then it's just going to be white cardstock I was going to stamp on anyway, so you might as well just pop it there, no? Okay. I will do that. Let me get this set up on a stamp position, and I'll be right back. All right. Let's get that. Did I put this too high up? I might have. Let's get this guy going. And I'm just eyeballing if that's straight, so that'll be fun. And whenever I put this guide back on, I'll just kind of make sure it's following some kind of guideline here. Oh yeah, look at that. You see how it's just, well, there. Right across, nice and straight. Okay. And I'm just going to stamp it in black ink. Press. Looks really good. Okay, let me clean up. I'll be right back. Okay, I've already put dimensionals on the back of this guy, and I'm just going to pop it right here. And just a sweet, pretty quick card. Turn that over. And there it is, just another example you can make with this month's monthly superhero, or monthly hero, should I say. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will have images coming up. I'll have the links as appropriate in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.